February 24, 2022. Before dawn, explosions lit up the sky over Kiev. Kharkiv and cities across Ukraine woke to war. Russian tanks crossed the border in what became the largest conventional invasion in Europe since World War II. The world watched in disbelief, but to understand this war, we must look back. Centuries, not days, its roots run deep. Ukraine and Russia both trace origins to Kievan Rus. For centuries, those lands were contested by empires. In the 20th century, Ukraine was subsumed into the Soviet Union. It endured forced famines under Stalin, and the Chernobyl disaster left deep scars. In 1991, Ukraine became independent, a moment of hope, but many in Moscow saw that independence as a loss. Tensions simmered. NATO's eastward expansion alarmed Moscow. Putin warned Ukraine's westward turn was unacceptable. In 2013, the Euromaidan protests erupted after President Yanukovych rejected an EU deal. His flight to Russia inflamed tensions. Russia covertly seized Crimea and annexed it after a disputed referendum. A Russia-backed separatist war began in Donbass, killing thousands over 8 years. Peace talks failed to stop the fighting. In early 2022, Russia massed over 150,000 troops and on February 24 launched a multi-pronged invasion. Russian forces struck for quick decapitation of Kiev, hitting airports and axes of advance. A massive convoy pushed toward the capital until resistance hardened. Civilians joined the defense, ordinary people resisting occupation. President Zelensky: "I need ammunition, not a ride." When Russian troops withdrew, scenes from Bucha shocked the world, evidence of apparent war crimes. The failure to seize Kiev marked a turning point. Russia refocused on the Donbas, grinding urban fronts with artillery. Cities like Sievierodonetsk faced brutal city fighting. Mariupol endured a horrific siege and near-total destruction. Western aid, javelins, HIMARS, tanks shifted the battlefield dynamic. Ukraine's late 2022 Kharkiv counteroffensive liberated large swaths of territory. High-value strikes, like damage to the Kerch Bridge, hit Russian logistics. Russian strikes targeted energy infrastructure, plunging millions into cold. Russia sought support. Drones from Iran reported artillery ties elsewhere. The war grew increasingly drone and missile-driven. Humanitarian and volunteer efforts became essential. By 2023, the war settled into a grinding stalemate along entrenched lines. Drones and artillery dominated the battlefield. Ukraine, a global breadbasket, saw exports blocked, helping fuel a global food crisis. Energy price shocks and inflation rippled worldwide. The crisis created Europe's largest refugee movement since World War II and reshaped alliances. Beyond geopolitics lies immense human cost. Hundreds of thousands killed or wounded, millions displaced. Countless volunteers and aid workers try to mend lives amid ruins. This war is a struggle over sovereignty and the post-Cold War order. Its final chapter is unwritten.